We've all decided to attend the college of choice, in which we're looking to get life-learned lessons that will prepare us for our upcoming futures. And in some instances, our futures were somewhat cut short, or things have occurred that have derailed us from wanting to do the things that we love to do and enjoy so much. Coach Walker's going to touch on a few things that's going to be topics today. Is going to be a little touchy. I know it's Mother's Day. I want to wish all of the mothers out there a very happy Mother's Day. And hopefully you all get your day the way you wish and hope to see it be done for you. I hope you guys are being treated to the highest of the highest, where you guys are enjoying yourselves to the fullest. You're getting pampered and just loved on to no ends. But guys, you already know Coach going to go ahead and get to a few things. So let's go ahead and get on into it. You know, it's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And hit that post notification bell so you get all upcoming videos. And don't forget, tap in a friend or two and tell them to come on in. There's never positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in this thing and get straight to it. Because I got a lot to unpack here, guys, because there's a lot on Coach's mind right now. And I just got to get this off my chest because I don't know who this might help out there. And hopefully it helps someone. But I want to say this. I was reading an article about the Delaware State ladies lacrosse team. And I'm very disturbed at what happened here because of the fact that it happened in the state of Georgia. And I was trying to locate who they were playing. I saw that they did play Kennesaw State, but in the HornetOnline.com, where the article is located, I was looking at a picture that they had where it showed the lacrosse, Delaware State lacrosse team had won a game. So I'm trying to figure out, in the Sentinel, it was stating that it was talking about how Kennesaw State was beating Delaware State. So I'm wondering, did Delaware State play Kennesaw State or did they play someone else? But that's neither here nor there because, like I said, I was trying to get all of the information so I could share what I wanted to share with you guys right now. But looking at what took place as far as with the Georgia State Patrol, with them pulling that bus over and how they treated those young ladies, I can understand why a lot of the female athletes, they always ask the question like, hey, you know, we see you guys talk about football all the time. You talk about basketball. You talk about baseball. Why not none of the female sports? Well, guess what? I'm going to talk about this because this is saddening. This is a disgrace to the highest, in which I can't believe that a bus was pulled over because the driver was driving in the left-hand lane on the highway. Well, guys, let's be honest here. I've seen a lot of things happen in the state of Georgia as far as buses riding up and down the highways, you know, north and southbound, 75, 85. I've seen 18-wheelers up and down the road, 75, 85, up and down 20, you know, so on and so forth. And the irony of it all is the fact that we have a lot of officers that do ride by, in which, you know, you might have your phone in your hand, looking at your phone, holding up traffic. None of those people pulled over. Heck, I've seen buses driving in that left-hand lane going, you know, to opposite ends of the city. They're not pulled over. Heck, 18-wheelers the same. But for this bus to get pulled over, I'm wanting to know why. That's my question. My question is the why, because it doesn't really make sense for them to get pulled over and then to be questioned in the manner in which they were questioned, being asked if they had drugs on the bus, and that the chaperones will be upset with them if by chance they find out that the ladies have some type of drugs underneath, in their luggage underneath the bus. And then for you to go through their luggage and throw their luggage all over the place, I'm still trying to understand why. So with the picture here, and I'm going to show you the picture where it shows the Delaware State women's lacrosse team after winning a game. So I'm trying to figure out, who was it that they beat, that they got pissed off so bad that they felt compelled to want to have the Georgia State Patrol pull that bus over? I mean, where are we going with this, guys? I'm just confused with this here, because these ladies should not have had to ever deal with something like this. And I apologize to all of you from the bottom of my heart for having to go through something like this, because you were coming to another state to compete, enjoy yourselves, and go home. Regardless of win, lose, or draw, you just wanted to compete. Now, I'm going to move on to this next topic. And before I move to the next topic, I'm hoping that I left a message. I'm hoping that someone can get back in contact with me and let me know more information as far as what took place. Hopefully somebody can get back in contact with me and let me know which college it was that you guys played against, so that, you know, because I'm just wondering, that part kind of bothers me, because I'm just trying to figure out, who did you guys play that you upset that bad, in which you beat them in a game where the Georgia State Patrol was called, you know, well, not necessarily called, but the Georgia State Patrol pulled you guys over on your way back home. I'm just a little lost on that. I'm really confused, and it's very hurtful to see something like this happen, because guess what? It could be my daughter, it could be one of your daughters out there watching this, and that's just terrible. Period. Point blank. There's no sugarcoating this at all. But the next issue I want to get on is this young lady here over at Southern University, Arlana Miller. Seeing this letter, seeing what just took place with her really has me baffled, to the point where we all got to do better. As far as we got to reach out to one another and make sure that we're sitting in that space to where something like this doesn't happen. Reading the letter that she left, as far as, you know, her committing suicide, I want to send my heartfelt condolences to the Miller family, as well as Southern University, the students over there, the cheerleading squad, and everybody that's involved that may have known her. I want to send my condolences out to all of you guys, because, again, life is too short to see something like this happen. And for her to, you know, take her life like this, like I said, it sounds like she was a pretty strong individual in which she was dealing with a lot. And sometimes it can be more than one can bear, in which they need an outlet, as far as with letting everybody know, or letting someone know how they feel, from a standpoint that, you know, they got that shoulder that they can cry on and say, hey, listen, you know, I'm hurting too. Can somebody uplift me and move me in that direction? And, you know, like I said, I understand. This, like I said, I'm trying to put the words together for you guys. This right now is just very, very, very hurtful. I mean, when you have kids of your own and you see something like this happen, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I just got through talking to my middle son coming in the house from a date, and I told him, I was like, listen, if you got something on your mind, let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. If anybody out there is having any type of suicide issues, the National Suicide Prevention Hotline is 800-273-8255. Again, 800-273-8255. In which now this leads me to the last issue that I had here. Grabbing my oldest son from college today, I had to help him out with getting some of his stuff back here. You know how kids, they go away to college and they want to collect a lot of things. And while we're out getting something to eat, same thing happens again. This time we hear about another person does the same thing. And I'm like, listen, we gotta check on our kids, man. I know a lot of people don't want to hear this. They don't want to talk about this type of stuff. Like I said, you hear Coach give commentary all the time about how a player plays a particular sport, or if they make a mistake, how they can correct it, so on and so forth. Well, if I'm gonna do that, I have to be willing to step outside of that pocket and give that same type of help to individuals that need it outside of the sport realm. It could be anything that's going on with them. Like I said, man, I love my kids more than anything. And if anything like this was to happen, I don't know what I would do as a parent. And I'm sure Ms. Miller is really going through it right now. So again, Coach Walker sends his heartfelt prayers to you, as well as that other individual as well. I'm sending my heartfelt prayers to them as well, because like I said, this is crazy. This is crazy right now. I understand COVID has done a lot to a lot of individuals out there that many of us, that we may never understand. And in some instances, we're able to get to someone to sit down and talk. A lot of people, they don't quite understand that. Talking to someone else that may not know you that well, that can give you solid advice and get you back centered as far as what's going on. Sometimes that's the best route. But we as people, we have a tendency to say, hey, I'm not going to do that. I don't want to do that, because you know what? I don't need nobody in my business. Where in this instance, I wish and pray that someone was able to get a hold of that young lady so that they could have gotten her business and got her to go ahead and release everything that she was feeling, that she put in that letter. Because reading that letter, man, is heartfelt. And I'm having a hard time I can't even read the letter to you, because I'm going to break down just reading this letter. Because, I mean, looking at this young lady and looking at her social media presence, it showed that she was just full of life. You know, she's really enjoying herself as far as what was going on. And it leads me to also wonder, like, could have been like some things that may have been, you know, covered up, you know, being covered as far as like stuff that she was dealing with. Beautiful young lady, gone too soon, man. I mean, we can't have this, guys. I mean, I'm saying we can't have it, but we just got to do better of monitoring one another. I mean, give constructive criticism, but not try to, you know, knock each other down, trying to make a name for ourselves, because it's not helping that person or you. You don't know what somebody else is going through out there. If you having any type of issues, any type of suicidal thoughts, please call 1-800-273-8255. Excuse me, 8255. I say it again, 1-800-273-8255. Please reach out to someone to get some help. But guys, hey, Coach Walker, go ahead and step off this thing here, man. Because again, I'm lost for words. But to all the mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. I'm sorry that, you know, I dropped this video, but I just had to put this out there for, you know, just to talk about it. Let's get some dialogue going on. Let's talk about it in the chat. If I need to come back and go live with you to talk about this more prevalently, because I saw a lot of you out there say that I need to have more live interviews, more live shows. So if y'all want to get this live, y'all want to go live with this, let me know in the comments if you want me to go live on this topic. Let's talk about it. Because again, if I can help one, I hope somebody else out there can help 2, 3, 4, 5. So we, as a community, we got to do what we can to help one another. And like I always tell you, be the one and lead.